do we come from? What's our origins? What's our main role? I ask this why? Because everyone has a deep sense of morality within everybody. Everybody is a piece of everyone. We are all embraced by the grace of God. And I just know that we have been manipulated for millennia. So I speak from myself within. Please do not give up hope, because your brain leads you towards that. And I know that it isn't easy. Everyday obstacle, the everyday challenge of life, of this pain and suffering. But there is always that peculiar force inside of our hearts, resides in our minds, and moves the body. For just a single word, it might have many meanings to the brain. So, for those who know what's really going on, and those who have the most deep meaning of what's good and evil, and know the differences, and each one chooses to go either good or bad, can deal with any consequences. There are good consequences and bad consequences. And why? Because people think that consequences are all bad, and that's a lie. I can't go very much deeper. I just want to transmit a message. Please those who are aware, you just have to find out, the good guys of course, find out a way to find equilibrium. Because on this earth, there isn't any like one. There isn't equal for life to inhabit. So, that's basically all that I wanted to say. Oh yeah, one more thing. Try to see the most deeply, the most little thing, and think about that. And also see the similarities within daily life, daily tasks, daily communication. That has everything to do with it. Language, movement, everything. Earth has a pattern, so we absorb that pattern and express it through communication and language and mathematics. So be awake. Try to see the true nature and the true wonders of this world. I describe Earth as a little tiny human embryo. Let's call it human, it's an embryo or a sperm. And Earth is our mother. And the universe is the pattern of Earth, the father of all. It goes throughout history, through the ancient Phoenicians and the Egyptians in the time of the Babylonian. And these ancients knew about everything, how everything works. So what's the missing link here? We know that history throughout was rigged, so what can we do? If the corporates of education of higher levels try to consent and abstain this type of information. It's quite simple. They manipulate people through contracts and they use specific words for you to not understand the root of them. For example, where do you think it comes sun rises? Yeah, it's an English word. The sun goes and goes up again and down and up. So there's a story where in the Egyptians called a god Ra, the creator of everything. So the god Ra had to defeat the princess of the underworld, Isis, so that the sun could born again. So this is one of the most old stories that I could ever find on the internet. The other one is the Bennu bird. The Bennu bird story about the egg of life, the creation of life. So Ra comes to defeat Isis throughout the night, for thus the sun comes up again in victory. That's why it's called sunrises. This is one of the little examples that they use on the origin of words. That's why all of our language and mathematics were rigged throughout history. And there's another type of information that I can't deal with it. It's not that I can't understand. It's just simply too shocking. It defies what they told us in teachings, and social media try to cover up of what's really going on. They only tell you half truths. They prefer to take truth as authority than authority to truth. There are some truly remarkable things that human being has accomplished throughout the years. For what? For interests, for money. That is why there's a lot of deaths. There's only tragedies. There's rarely a good news, which is astounding. Discoveries through the roof, but the ones that really meant and they are just uncovered. There are structures. There are hierarchies that rule humankind, ordination, control, Marxism, patriotism, that all drives to the same fucking thing. Well, that's a little thing that I wanted to say. Hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. When I was a little kid, I always wanted